if the government could see that how people live, like if, say, the people that are denying this tried to live like people with SMA for like maybe a day, they would see how it is. Even for a day, like they would probably be like, oh my God, how do they do this? But we live like this for our whole lives.
I want them to know that they're not the only people that have dreams. Like there's other people in the world that want to do stuff that they can't do right now.
I see my son a month before his next dose, and I see he's losing some abilities, slowly but surely. And we know, my wife and I, that he's due for his next dose. And a few days after receiving Spinraza, it's almost like you give him a boost of energy. So he's becoming my little boy again, having energy, having a smile on his face, being able to go outside, run, go up and down.
So what they need to consider is the real life data for this, because in the trial, vented patients weren't allowed, so there is not much data from the actual trials for vented patients. For my daughter, she has received 10 doses of Spinraza so far. 1 year ago today, she could breathe off the ventilator for 10 minutes a day. Today, she's off the ventilator for 2.5 hours a day after 10 doses of Spinraza. And that's not something that's in the clinical trial data. That's real life data that they need to consider for all types, not even just type 1s or vented patients. For 2s and 3s, they need the access so that you can get that real life data.
I really feel that here we have an opportunity for the government to establish themselves as a country that takes care of all the people. And I would like to have them consider that we're not doing it, and we need to. That's something that's of high priority. Take care of these people who, there's something out there that works, and it's got to be available to the people.
And my message to the decision makers is that get your act together. The information is there. We all see it. So you have to take the responsibility and get the information. And
the Children's Hospital was just talking to me about needing to get him a power chair soon. The costs that will come with that, and how I don't know how I will modify my home or my vehicle or rearrange my life to get him to school. And to know that this preventative step could help eliminate so many of those other hurdles and obstacles in our path that aren't there yet.
The one big factor for us is the cost of the treatment would probably be less than the cost to the healthcare system when these clients with SMA end up in ICU for weeks on end, several times a year.
I want them to consider that he's a human being, and he has rights, and he has a life to lead. He's 13 years old.